everybody, please give it up for Cruz.
Woo! Come on, Pete. Come on, Pete. Woo!
Hello, bonjour, hola, konnichiwa.
Hola.
How you doing?
Yeah, all right, guys.
My guy. Go ahead, Pete.
I love the fact Angel Reels, where he just said first time he ever did it, he came up here and did it. So it's funny because first time I ever did poetry was actually up here as well too. So if Lyrical Faith and Deweys came together and had some kids, that'd be us. All right. This piece is entitled Closed Wounds. I saw my father shoot heroin into his veins and steal money from my mother. Traumatic injuries of pain, I took the blame of another. Her heart full of rage and a life of depression, a heart so strong with the energy of resentment. So much so that hot irons were flung with malice and aggression, dangerously launched at my face to hit with full intention. All just because bullies stole my lunch money and spat in my face. I hated myself. I lived in self-disgrace, and I also recall watching Daddy threaten to take his own life as he cut his own wrist deeply to the bone. Looking in my eyes as he ran in fear while I stood in tears screaming at 911 on the phone. He then collapsed unconsciously prone, screaming his name, thinking he would die in his own blood all alone. Days later, my love as a child kissed his stitches, hoping that it would heal. But his pain's cut was so deep where his soul couldn't feel. Open doors of sin and refused to let him seal. There in that void, I saw it all. His demons that he hid and the reasons that he slid and all the hell of his life and all the things that he did. Daddy, Daddy, you taught me how to pray. You taught me what to say. I believed that you would stay, but you thought with your heart as I watched you run away. But not before you hung out on the 4th floor window threatening to die. Your 2 youngest children crying because we loved you, so please, Daddy, why? Why are you being beaten by red and blue lights after a deal gone wrong, or rather a deal gone right? You dug deep into your soul because you needed to find the light. Those years in your absence, all I wish was to not live, because really I was dead killed by your addictions. I almost killed myself, and I intended with full-on conviction as I hung out of the same window. I felt a hand on my 9-year-old chest push me back in. After so many years of hate for God, God said, no, son, you were born not to die. I command you to live. Just then the phone rang. After 3 years, your voice screamed out, Margie, it's me. I saw an image of Pete falling out of the window. I'm clean. I found God, and now I'm alive. I live as a new man, and it's my time to fight. I need to save my son from my demon. Dad, you were my hero. You were Superman, Goku, and He-Man. And yes, you came back. And yeah, it was difficult because I carried anger towards you and resentment from my own mother, who would go and senselessly beat a child's head on the wall till his nose bleeds as Allah would scream, no, no, stop, please. Those brutal beatings I received should have been your own. Has she known her own strength? Has she known her own power? I remember the feeling of the tight noose placed around my neck by the devil's hands alone so that my soul would be devoured. But see God. God gave me holy nunchakus and a pair of holy oil, dipped brass knuckles to crack one hell of a right cross the jaw of that bastard of a fallen angel. He gave me a story to tell, so I could help save the lives of children in the same trap I was caught in, and escape from when I was gnawing off the unarmed. And a talent for martial arts so I can teach these kids to protect them from all forms of harm.
That's right.
I didn't know how to use my own voice, but I learned that help is spelled P-O-E-T-R-Y. And my mom was so poor, but you better believe that she tried. Daddy, Daddy, when you came back, you and I both shed tears of joy with huge smiles as we cried. I recall one of the happiest moments of my life was running down the street on that beautiful, bright Bronx, New York morning right to you, you're screaming your title, Daddy, with pride. You lifted me, holding me tight, letting me feel so safe, and how I still searched your arm for track marks, so I could know it was true, and it was. You did it. You kept the promise to me and the promise to you. Father, in your darkest of moments, you taught me loyalty and follow through. You saved me, Dad. You did it. We won. You did it. You saved the love and the life of your son. Thank you.
Woo!
Oh, thank you. No, come on now.
This Coach Pete Cruz. Everybody in the man, but my man Carlos right here has his podcast that he did not put on blast. So
I forgot. It was too much on my brain.
Podcast. What is it?
Say it out, Carlos. Scream it. Scream it.
No, why don't you say it in the
Go ahead, do it.
Carlos.
He said, I don't know.
Why are you being shy?
I'm putting you on blast.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, it's Los Lounge, LOS. Wait, here we go. Here's my commercial voice. It's Los Lounge, LOS apostrophe LOUNG. It's available on all podcast platforms, including YouTube. And remember, when you come in, put your serious hat off because it's a lot of fun and we talk about a lot of really good stuff. Amen. Okay, good. I'm done.
Putting on blast.
Give it up for Los Lounge.